streetcar work. The streetcar is going to be shut down for 4 weeks, I guess, while they unify the north part of the line with the south part. Basically hooking up the south part so they can run the streetcars. Moved inside Union Station for the Road Home exhibit put on by Restart. And this is an exhibit that showcases homeless people on their way to recovery and their stories. And it's great. I know I'm guilty of this, of stigmatizing homelessness and homeless people. And you know, the scary thing is we could all end up there. So this is a great exhibit. So people should come out here and check it out. Always have to take the opportunity to stop and admire this great hall. Good place to relax and people watch. Beautiful room. And always check out the ceiling. I'm doing the back deck. Back deck. Yesterday when we were out, we noticed that Jimmy was acting a little more lethargic, and I also noticed that he seems to not be seeing very well, so Suyen took him to the vet today. She called in sick to take care of Jimmy, and the vet said he only has partial sight in one eye now, and he's going to lose that in the next couple of weeks. So he's going to go totally blind. And it's because of cataracts. And I've always thought that Jimmy had poor eyesight. So this may be a problem he's had for quite some time. It's just getting worse. Probably with the diabetes making it much worse. You know, one of the things that diabetes can do to you is make you blind. It's so lovely, but so yeah, he's seems to be declining, and the option is to let him go blind, which the vet is in favor of. Says dogs adapt very well to blindness, especially if they have another dog in their life. Or surgery, which will cost $4,000. And I suspect the reason the vet is not in favor of that route is because he doesn't think that Jimmy would live long enough to really get the benefit out of that. And so I think we're having to come to terms with the reality of the situation that, you know, the vet said that dogs generally have a year after diagnosis of diabetes, especially some dogs don't react too well to the what do you call it? To the shots, the insulin and everything else like that. And I think Jimmy is one of those dogs. Plus, you know, I think Jimmy has always had some sort of issue. Probably a genetic problem that he's had forever. And he was bound and determined to get it. And, you know, big dogs usually don't live very much past 10 years old, and that's very sad. Dogs have an incredibly short lifespan, and that's so sad because they're so good. And but that's the way it is. And Stella's trooping along. She's what, 13 years old or so? She's doing better than Miss T did. knock on wood.
Please run seat.
I mean, she has some health issues showing up. Her eyes are kind of messed up. She can't produce tears. We have to give her ointment and artificial tears every day, but the vet said her eyes look really good. He looked at her today, and so it's dogs. Maybe Stella will live longer. I always thought, oh, my arm hurts. I always thought that Stella would have health issues just because she worries so much. She tiptoes through life. I mean, even so much as when she walks around a corner, she has to peek around the corner before she fully feels comfortable entering a room. And she's always tiptoeing around and finding places to hide. And I mean, she's a real worrier about everything, but
554.
Apparently, maybe she's not stressing out as much as I thought.
You have another unit coming here.
But we'll see, because, you know, if Jimmy starts going downhill, then it'll definitely affect her health. She is definitely a dog that needs another dog in her life, and becomes very attached. And also, speaking of which, she is very protective of Jimmy. Like, she knows something's up with him, and she is always following him around and trying to help him and guide him and everything. It's pretty amazing, actually. But oh well, what can you do? Just do your best every day.